Folks, welcome back to another episode of Rudy. Wait, buys what? Oh my god, Rudy buys blood and flesh. So, hold on. Welcome back to another episode of Rudy. Oh, Jesus Christ. I will edit it out. Rudy buys an episode. Oh my god. Take 6. Alright. Today, we bought ourselves. I don't normally buy graded cards, but these were in this particular gentleman's collection. Real nice guy. Coming on down here to the old Florida man. I know. I have too much fun. It's supposed to be a real business and serious, but I just can't when I'm filled with tacos. All right, folks, we got an Arc and Arc. Rudy loves Arc. Don't really care about the grades. I know grading's so expensive, I may actually just crack these out of the case. I may crack these things. I mean, graded 8, there's really no premium to that. It's just regular. Usually, again, just to remind everybody, they probably graded an 8, mostly because of the corners. These things were known for chipped and dinged corners back in the day. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, the corners look pretty good, actually. Oh, there it is. There it is. Never mind. I was going to say, these things are known for, like, dinged white nicks on the corners, man. You can see them all, yeah. Anyways, so, again, AlphainvestmentsLLC at gmail.com. Send the old PP over. Pictures and prices. Don't be a giggity. And again, nothing's really changed. Still paying 51% of eBay sold, and I cover your shipping if you want a risk-free transaction. Yes, let's talk about the market conditions. I'm going to show you guys what I bought in this collection today, and we're gonna have a happy little day here. We're gonna have a happy. Don't tell anybody about my happy day. So. Essentially, this guy, I believe he says he still believes in the game, sold me his cards, and didn't want to list each one separately, didn't want to take any chances of getting a return package and a dispute and problems filled with Pikachus. And I said, well, that's up to you. And I guess he told me his plans were to roll it over and buy options and sling all in on one-day expiration dates. No, I'm kidding. He just said he wanted to roll it over into other investments and other categories. So I just said, hey, that's your call. So let's see what Rudy acquired today. So we got, obviously, you guys know I love cold foils, Crew Life, and Arc Life. These are rainbow. They're not that exciting over here. So we got 2 rainbow foils from Unlimited, which is so funny to say because Unlimited's actually out of print. It's so crazy to say that now. So again, not a lot of money anymore for Unlimited. We got some interesting, so I believe Stir the Wildwood was another one of the partners' promo cards. Never actually held one in person the first time. I don't know how he had so many. So this was in the collection. They're not worth very much, but I thought they were really cool. Although, again, LSS and James, why do we not have like full art on this or extended? I mean, it's a cool promo. The card and the art looks fantastic. Why are we not having, like, remove all this text box. Let it go all the way down. Let's see the goodies. So, not worth a lot, but it's pretty cool. I've never actually seen that promo before. This was kind of cool. I was actually kind of excited about this. A lot of these cold foil heroes are not worth a ton anymore, but man, I've never had old, Michael Bolton over here and actually cold foil, so I was actually kind of excited to have that particular card. This was one I was surprised about. I was not aware that these old school flippin' 2020 Fab promo Scar for a Scar extended art foilies, this one I was surprised. I did not realize the financial value and demand for this particular playset. But I have to admit, I can definitely see why. Gorgeous art. But again, LSS, you're killing me. Please, get rid of the grayed out box. Let's see it all the way through. I don't care. Highlight the text in a different color or do something. But dude, God, that art is so good, man. So that was kind of a neat little pickup. Next over here, pretty excited about this. This one's, now we're getting to super happy Rudy land here. Got ourselves good old Crew, Majestic, infamous cold foil. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of that stuff. These are one of the ones I have not seen before in person. This actual promo, I'm not sure what company or store or partner was giving these promos out, but I have not seen these before. So I actually have, again, some first-time promos that I haven't handled before. We got the old school 2019 promo. This is one of the ones I did give out in the Rudy kit. And hey, finally actually getting some of these back. The old Soul Harvester. Man, these things tanked in value. Holy testicle taco Tuesdays. I cannot believe how cheap these things have become when I was pricing. I was like, dang, this market is unforgiving. And of course, these are all promos. These are not a Crew or anything. These are all promo cold foils. Some other interesting things here. We got a little Arc. Actually, this is the cold foil common we got in the box opening the other day. Arc cold foil common, Arc cold foil common, Arc cold foil common, ARC cold foil. Oh, no, I'm sorry. WTR. And of course, this is the promo one, not any actual set pull here. So again, you can see crew. These are not promos. Again, Cruise, infamous redliner. And again, you can see the nice cold foiling there. We got some more over here. And crew. We got crew. These are not the promo ones. And of course, this one is this a promo? Wait a minute. I'm confused. Maybe I didn't. Wait a minute. Why is the rare? Was that a misprint? Why is the red rare gray? I thought that was just a promo. I'm confused. I have to look that up. I don't recall. Anyways, very cool stuff here. This one, God, again, the Dynamo, man. These flipping, dude, these boots, man. I could not believe how much those things dropped in price. My God. Then you have other cards, like something like the Herald with extended art. Beautiful art. But again, clear out the text box for me, Ellis. James, you're killing me. I'm not going to mail you a free taco. Dude, look how awesome that would look. I almost want to say we need to do textless, you know? But then again, not everybody knows all the abilities, and some of it, that'd be problematic. I get it, I do. But man, please let us see more of that gorgeous art. Oh. And then getting down to the end here, again, we got actually very nice Majestic over here. And this is, I believe, Tails. Should we say L? Yeah. I want to make sure it wasn't a promo. And of course, beautiful footsteps. Probably the most, like, dude, if I was a chick, I would rock those bad boys. That is a gorgeous card, man. Again, Mon Legendary. Carry On, another Mon Legendary cold foil. Infamous Ram's Head. Probably one of the coolest looking cold foil full arts, man. Like, see, I like this. Like, this is what I want. Like, these need to be this. Like that. I love that. Shrink that box down, baby. Look how nice that looks. God, that looks cool. Again, some other little really cool legendaries over here. Again, Tails, cold foil legendaries are not very expensive. We got some Lake Frigids, so believe it or not, some of the Lake Frigids. You have the regular version and the alt art version. There's a little bit of value there. Doomsday over here. Again, another Monarch cold foil that's tanked like a brick to Rudy's Basements X. My first library rainbow. I've never actually seen a library rainbow. There's a lot going on there. You know, we're going to pause right there real quick. I still get so many conversations from people asking me about Library Solana. You know, there was so much rumor conspiracy on this card. And I tell everyone the same thing. At the end of the day, I don't know what LSS and James has planned in the whole company R&D. I don't know what they have planned. Obviously, the common path that would make sense would be in eventually, you know, the whole, instead of a PvP, you know, PvE, or player versus a big monster, or a team of heroes versus, you know, a big evil demon, that kind of thing. Obviously, that seems, because cards like this are very strange, because it's not really that great in a just regular hero versus hero type environment. So there's a lot of, you know, I feel like there are times that even like the company is doing things and placing things in some of these sets on purpose where the cards aren't good or understood intentionally, so that years later they maybe, like, you have a piece of the puzzle, but you're 3 years early. Because, you know, and I know I hate comparing everything to Fab versus Magic and everything, but people do it. And people always give me the conversation of, Rudy, maybe there's engineering similar to Bazaar Baghdad and certain things where the cards were deemed poor or deemed weak for long periods of time before the market changed. And that's possible. Again, we don't know. Flesh and Blood, you know, came out to the public in 2019. You know, now we're in 2022. Game's running strong. Player base is phenomenal. The actual players and the unlimited prices and everything. Obviously, the collector side, investor side is a flipping nuclear bloodbath of Taco Tuesday, you know, aftermath. But it's just, it's great. It's still very young. So we'll see. Anyways, let's finish it up here. Again, as you guys can see here, cold foil, Towas and things. Cold foil over. God, it looks so good, though. Jeez, man, I'm telling you. Anyways, none of these are super expensive. These are just really cool. You guys know I just love the cold foils. I just think they look absolutely stunning. I just want to share some of these at the back here. I even think, you know, see, I like this. At first, you know, cold foils was only, I always thought cold foils in Flesh and Blood were only going to be actual gear, you know, on the side. When you start the game, you gear up your hero. I always thought originally Fab was designed just the gear would be cold foil. Of course, you know, Fables and the gems were a little different. But now that we're seeing some of these like locations and different spells, and you're seeing some of these like more scenery and actually villages and just cities and things, it's pretty cool. Like in particular, if you look at the pulse, how do you even take this out of the sleeve? This thing like quadruple sleeve. Oh, it's one of these fold sleeves. I mean, I was like, what is going on? How do you get this thing out? How do you get it out? Okay. But this one, like for example, you see how there's highlights of cold foil in the middle there? That to me is just gorgeous. I love the little highlights in the card of cold foil. That's what I really wanted to share. Anyways, wrap up this video. I just want to comment that number one, yes, no matter what people say, make fun of Rudy and 51% of eBay sold, still buying another collection here for Flesh and Blood. Yeah, make fun of me, this and that. Again, I don't sell any cold foils similar to old MTG and certain sealed product, but you know, it's important to have exposure, and I still believe in the product. I know literally from the collections I bought 3 months ago, collections I bought 6 months ago, collections I bought 9 months ago, I'm upside down. I've overpaid on many things. You know, everything from, you know, losing my ass in Monarch First Edition, buying from the public at $200 a box and paying shipping. Yeah, I'm down 6 figures on it, but you know, I still believe in it. I am not dumping the boxes. I refuse to sell them, and I still think there's a lot of surprises coming. And if I'm wrong, again, it's okay to be wrong. I don't know why people think you can't be wrong in life. Like, what? You ever met somebody who's never been wrong? I'm wrong all the time. That's part of being alive. Free hugs. Wait, I guess you can't do that anymore. 6 foot. 6 foot virtual hug. Nah, I'm kidding. Anyways, I still think there's a lot of exciting things in the future. And right now, the market's kind of in a holding pattern. Everyone's really waiting to see what happens with Everfest, the launch, prices of the sealed first edition, prices of the secondary market. There's a lot of what ifs right now. A lot of everybody really wants to see how the market accepts or rejects the Everfest launch coming in, I guess, probably not. I was going to say probably less than 30 days now. I think the technical release date is like February 4th, which is when we'll have the Rudy infamous launch and everything. So we're a couple weeks out here. But it's going to be interesting, and I do feel like, similar to most markets, everything from Wall Street to Main Street to Taco Street, I do believe that, you know, the market tends to get things wrong, and it tends to get more things wrong than you realize. And unfortunately, by the time markets self-correct, you know, markets can be wrong for long periods of time, but markets can self-correct very quickly. We see that on Wall Street and the equity markets all the time. You can see a stock or a company that's trading for a certain price range or stuck in a certain range for months, years. Then all of a sudden news comes out, by the way, and maybe an earnings shift or a new development or an M&A, merger and acquisition, or some sort of different release or breakthrough happens, and suddenly the company's valued completely differently. And all of a sudden, anyone who bought in the last 1, 2, 3, 5 years looks like a hero because they're up tremendously. And the same thing goes the other side. You know, it can continue to deteriorate, and no positive news and no actually turning the corner happens, and you can keep buying the dip and it's a falling knife and you just get cut all the way down. So it comes down to instinct and what you believe in. And you know, no matter what, you know, the public can bash me this and that and sold this and that. I'm okay with it, because I still think, as I've said a year ago, I said 2 years ago, you know, I wouldn't have been a part of this from the beginning if I didn't think James and LSS could steer the ship. Period. There's no exception to it. The only reason I'm involved with a couple of these extra card games, and there's still some extra other card games I've been paying attention to. There's one coming out of New Zealand, not completely different retro style. I don't want to get into that in this video, but very interested to see what ends up happening with that. There's another one in development for many years that's I have some prototypes and samples finally being sent. And when they arrive, I'm probably going to do a video on it to kind of going over it. I want to see what it looks like with you all. We'll do it together. But that's my thought process, folks. And I think it's important to strip the emotion out, keep all the old FUD, fear, and certainty down, keep everything out, and just, you know, let's stick with how we feel about the product and kind of the facts, what's going on with things. You know, how many people are interested in the game, what's the distribution model, what's going on, and I think that alone. You know, you got to block out that short-term market noise, folks. You have to, man. Otherwise, it just leads you on terrible paths. All right, folks. Thanks for watching, as always. If you want to sell some old Flesh and Blood, cold foil sealed boxes, Magic the Gathering sealed, so whatever you want to do, AlphainvestmentsLLC at gmail.com. And as always, thanks for the contact, but everything you see in these videos is not for sale. And as always, beautiful world out there, folks. Make sure you're enjoying yourself. Don't check social media every 2 minutes and every message board and tweets and this and that. Don't surround yourself with just terrible things to make your life just skewed in that direction. There's too much good stuff out there, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you all. Have a beautiful day, everybody.